I have a prediction about what aging is going to look like over the next 20 years. I think we're about to see an entirely new chapter of later life, driven largely by women. When we picture aging, we usually imagine a model built in the 20th century, typically around like heterosexual relationships, retirement, grandchildren, caring for a spouse, and eventually living alone after they're gone. But the women entering retirement today lived very different lives. Women couldn't be denied credit based on sex until the Equal Credit Opportunity Act of 1974. That's how recent this shift is. And so the first generation of women who spent most of their adult lives with real financial independence is only now reaching retirement. These women built careers, they earned their own money, they traveled, they married later, divorced, stayed single, or chose not to have children. They've built identities that weren't defined solely by being a wife or mother. And that changes what aging looks like. Instead of asking, who needs me, more women are asking, what do I want to do next? You can already see it happening. In Pismo Beach, California, a group called the Pismo Beach Mermaids, mostly women in their 60s and beyond, meets every Thursday morning to swim, boogie board, spend time together. And it's not a senior program, it's simply an organic community built around friendship and showing up for one another. So I think we'll see more of this, women choosing community over isolation, traveling with friends instead of couples, and building lives around shared interests rather than family obligations. I also wonder if widowhood itself will evolve. Losing a partner, no doubt, will always be devastating. But if you spent decades building friendships, passions, and an identity outside of your marriage, grief doesn't have to mean losing your entire sense of self. For decades, we've treated aging as a period of narrowing, and I think this next generation of older women will see it as another chapter. That's why I believe this is one of the biggest overlooked consumer markets over the next few decades. Housing, travel, wellness, education, fitness, entertainment, and technology are still largely designed around traditional couples and families. But millions of financially independent women will be making decisions for themselves. They'll want homes designed for community and trips designed for groups of friends, experiences that reflect the lives they've actually lived. The retirement industry is still serving yesterday's consumer, and the real story isn't just that women are living longer, it's that they're arriving at old age with expectations no generation before them has had. As a woman in my 30s, this makes me really excited for the future and it kind of changes the whole perspective around aging. I think this is going to be a really big and fun change, and I'm excited to see what happens.